Hey guys, welcome to another video. In today's video, we're going to take the Insta 360 X5 and put it on my FPV drone. This is a 360 camera, and as you can see, it has a lens on both sides. There's a lens here, a lens here. Each lens allows it to see a little bit past its body, and what that allows it to do is to see everything around it. These cameras are really cool. Since they can record around them and since they can see everything, you can put them on a selfie stick and just stick them out here and it edits out the selfie stick. So now I just have a floating camera to record all around. I got to thinking, what would happen if I would put this camera on my FPV drone? So that's what we're gonna do today. So I'm waiting for a couple more guys to show up, and once they're here, we're gonna start flying. So I'm gonna go get my drone ready, get the camera mounted up, and be ready to fly when they get here. They should be showing up any minute. Ayos. Nee, dit is al gelijk wel het zender.
Oh god.
Hey, it is very red. Hey, ek heb absolutely chain video feed. Ek het 3 megabytes, 2 megabytes, 3 megabytes. flying with the Insta360 worked really well. Now I came up with the idea, why not mount it to the bottom of my drone? So let's try that. This way, the camera's going to be turned down. The drone isn't going to be underneath it, so I should be able to get camera angles like from top-down view. So let's see how this works. All right. The problem is, if I'm going to land, that's not going to work. So I'll probably have to take off while holding it, and then I'm just going to crash land in the grass over there. That's probably the best I can do to save my lenses. All right, let's take this out for flight.
There you go. I got a hot
So
picture, you know.
I guess just do this. Oh, I can't any GPS. I'm just gonna fly. It's fine.
You know, he needs GPS. GPS is for wimps anyways.
Yep. As soon as Weston armed his drone, mine fell out of the sky because I lost the video. So I'm somewhere in the rice field. I'm not sure where. I didn't have GPS on right now, so I'm just gonna go look for it. Good thing there's no water on the rice field. So, all right. Beautiful rice field. All right, I got its beeper on. I can hear it. So it is gonna be right here. GPS. There it is. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Oh no. It would seem my mount from an Insta360 ripped off. Alright, so I gotta look for that. Gotta look for my Insta360 yet. Oh, it's right there. It's got it. Still recording. Not broken or anything. All right, well, it's a successful flight. We're running out of batteries, so that's gonna be it for today. You know what? I think I can do one more flight. All right, all in all, that was really successful. I'm gonna do one more flight now using a GoPro so we can kind of compare how the Insta360 handles on a drone versus how a GoPro handles on a drone. So, we do one final flight. That was a really successful test. While editing, I came up with the idea, why not record both cameras at the same time? So I 3D printed a mount so I can mount both cameras and got some more footage.
Wat is 1 minuut en dan terug uit die raaf van bed uit.
First of all, I really love the idea of a 360 camera. You can see everything around you, you can pan it, you can just, look in every direction after the fact. You can get some unique angles, as I showed you in the videos, and you can do some really cool stuff with it. The problem with it is you have to go through all your footage again. You shoot it once, bring it into the computer, you go through the whole thing and reframe all your videos. Now, this is advertised as an 8K camera, but it shoots 8K for the whole round, for everything around it. If you would just cut that in half, because we're only looking at one side at a time, that's already 4K, but it still records, straight up, straight down, straight to the sides. That's 4K. Now we're gonna crop that in even more because we're just taking a small portion of that video. So your output is nowhere near 8K by the time you're ready to post it. So that's one huge advantage that a GoPro has. A GoPro like this Hero 12 can shoot 5.3K out of its camera. Like just the sensor, the video you get, the final video is 5.3K, whereas the final video out of this is probably closer to 1080. Okay, so 1 point for the GoPro. Another thing to consider, this is a lot more fragile. As you can see, the lenses are poking out on all directions, so it really doesn't matter how you crash, you're gonna touch your lens somewhere. Now, this does have removable lens covers like this, so it does actually have protectors on it, and with the newer versions of the Insta360s, you can actually replace these lenses. So if it breaks, you can buy a replacement and replace lens. That's a huge upgrade that they made to their earlier models. The earlier models, I had the Insta360 One X2, and it's just scratched up and I can't use it anymore because the lenses are completely scratched. Getting them replaced costs more than a new camera. The GoPro also has a replaceable lens cover, but the GoPro is flat. So you have to specifically hit the camera in order for this to break. I had already finished editing the video and I had a whole thing about how I don't like the stabilization of an Insta360 because it keeps the horizons level. And during that whole thing, I updated my software. So now I'm not sure if it's a new feature in the newer software or if I just didn't notice the feature before. But it has a feature that turns off the flat horizons but still keeps stabilization on, and now this flies more like the FPV camera does. So that was one big complaint I had earlier, but it's fixed now. I mean, it, as you can see in the comparison between the GoPro and the Insta360, it turns with the drone just like the GoPro does. And you'll also notice it's actually a lot smoother. It stabilizes the footage a lot more than a GoPro does. And that goes back to it being a 360 camera. Since it records everything around it, it doesn't matter how much the camera turns. It recorded everything, so stabilization will be way better. For myself, I'm going to keep flying GoPros. Or I should say, I'm going to keep flying this form factor. GoPros aren't the only action cameras out there. I mean, DJI has their Osmos. Insta 360 has some action cameras that are really great. So I'm going to stick with this style of GoPros. I keep saying GoPros. I'm going to stick with this style of action cam when I need high quality footage. And with the advancements of DJI's air units, I often don't even fly action cams anymore. I'll just take the footage right from the air unit. They're good enough for most things these days. So that's going to be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I've kind of been working on this a bit too long, so I'm a bit confused as to what all I've covered. So I think I got everything. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments, and we'll see you in the next one. All right, I gotta go finish my workout and build up some sweat. See ya. What are you still doing here? You want to see more footage from the Insta 360 camera? Well, I don't have any more, so sorry.